And 3, 2, 1, skaboomsh. What episode is this? No, it's 19, isn't it?
I don't fucking know.
I thought it was going to be a big 2-0 then.
Oh, last count.
No, we're on 19.
Yeah, it is.
Kicking ass. 19 weeks of consistency. How
It is
mad's
mad.
that? It's the
It
most
is mad.
consistent thing I think I've done
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done anything for 19 weeks solid.
in life. I don't even think I could care for a child that long. I think some pets have lasted less time than that.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Ah, so it is a Friday night again as well.
Yes.
Yeah, boys,
Back to
night.
Back to the normal routine. We haven't had it for a little while, have we?
I've missed it.
Shit's been going on. Life's
been busy.
Yeah, just obviously like getting back to it after like lockdown ending, as well as just some other coincidental things that have kind of cropped up around the same time.
Yeah.
Just been busy.
It's been a fun time, though, I have to say. Everything has been just getting back to normal, and it has been a treat
Yeah.
to have the freedom to just be able to go back outside with other human beings again. It's a bit weird. You found it's a bit weird?
It is a little bit like it feels like naughty. Do
Yes.
you know that? You know,
Well,
it
it just feels like...
oh,
Yeah, because you see people inside something like...
yeah.
Oh,
You shouldn't be doing that. Oh, actually, yeah, you can.
But then my brain also goes, oh, cool, so fuck everything then. Like, never carry a mask with me anymore. I'm just like wondering, everyone's like, have you got a mask? I'm like, exempt?
Yeah. The other day, I still make sure I'm always wearing my mask everywhere when I'm going into like Tesco's or wherever else.
Yeah.
And like, I was going to go and get some food and I didn't have my mask on me and I was like, I guess I'm just going to go hungry then.
You didn't try it?
No, I didn't.
Nice.
I could have gone in, but I just don't want to be that guy.
Well, I wasn't going to be that guy.
Yeah.
And because it was to get fuel. Because
Yeah.
I don't really, everything's ordered. I order all my food online. They can
Yeah.
deliver it. Like, I know all my delivery dudes now. We have
Yeah.
chats when they come. Like, when they've got whiskey coming, he's like, oh, trying this one this week. I'm like,
Yeah.
here we go. Yeah. And so I forgot completely. Usually I just forget because it's not something I do consistently.
Yes.
So I went out and I need to get fuel. And as I got filled the car up and was about to walk in, I was like, oh, crap. I don't have a mask on me.
Yeah.
And like, nothing. I used to have paper ones, but it bloody snapped.
Yeah.
And then I walked and I saw 2 other people just wandering out without masks. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So we're giving less shits now.
Yeah.
And nobody's really saying anything either anymore.
No.
So-
I do worry that that's going to like, because it's the same as after like the first lockdown, everyone's like, oh, we're fucking free, let's just do whatever. And then it all went tits up. Obviously the vaccine's out now and whatever else.
Vaccines out and herd immunity, it's been around.
Yeah.
And the masks don't stop shit. Everyone's forgot this.
Yeah.
It's the virus. It's not. The mask does not stop anything. It's pointless.
Yeah.
100% pointless. Unless you go around spitting on stuff for a living, it's pointless.
Yeah.
It stops nothing.
All
The virus goes straight through that. It's too
right.
small.
Fuck knows. I don't know.
It's a control mechanism.
Fair enough.
You'll feel safer wearing your mask. Do
Yeah.
as we say. Don't put on the tinfoil hat.
But I like my
I
tinfoil.
like the tinfoil. Yeah, so it's been good. It's been back training. Woo, boy, jacked.
Instantly. Instant jackedness. And obviously the repaired shoulder, so like...
Oh, dude, yeah. Actually, I fucked it up a bit again last week.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I went a bit heavy again on the bag work.
Yeah.
So I'm having to back. I can't decide whether it's just DOMS or actual pain.
Yeah.
So I'm just being careful. But
Is it equal on...
no.
No.
But that's expected
then-
because it's not been worked properly for so long.
Yeah.
But it's equally sore when I poke it.
Right, okay.
That hurts just as much as that hurts when
But
I press them.
that's like there when it's not being
This
poked as well.
is impingy feeling.
Okay.
I get that feeling back again where I'm like, oh, got to be careful of the touch. But I have been trying things that I haven't done for a long time. Like I tried close grip bench. So I don't know why I tried it because I've never fucking liked it.
Yeah.
It's horrible movement.
Yeah.
It's just it's all out of alignment for me. I think I wasn't lining up my wrists with my elbows though either.
Yeah.
I was trying to exaggerate it for Instagram footage so you
Yeah.
could see.
Yeah, the
So,
close grip.
yeah.
A lot of people do that. Like, I saw somebody in the gym the other day doing it, and like, I remember thinking as a kid, like, oh, if you do close grip bench, so it's focusing on your triceps, so surely the closer the grip,
The better.
the better.
Yeah.
So I was literally benching like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no real benefit to that other than just putting your wrist in a really shitty position.
Yeah, and it loads the shoulder.
Yeah.
Loads. That's what I found. Loads all the front delts. So anyway, yeah. I did it just for the gram.
Yeah.
But then afterwards I was like, it's not really worth that
Yeah.
risk.
Yeah.
That's my thing at the moment. Risk versus reward.
Yeah, 100%.
Because there's so many other options for stuff. It's like when people go, I can't squat because I've got this. I'm like, well, don't then.
Yeah, do something else.
Go do the 100 other variations of pressing with your legs.
Yeah.
Like, fair. You don't need to do it. Somebody messaged me what are they saying? This is it. I thought it'd be a good one to cover. Well, first of all, let's cover what you're wearing. Because if you're not on YouTube, Lewis has donned an original Redwood Sons of Anarchy hoodie, which he found when moving in a box from years ago.
Yeah, I haven't worn it in years, and like this used to be my favourite hoodie. And honestly, out of every item of clothing I've ever owned, I genuinely would get asked about this hoodie, like probably once a week if I was wearing it.
It looks legit though. It's got the little brass nubbly things around where the lace comes out the hood. Yeah. That's like decent.
Yeah,
like that's a fair little bit of detail.
Yeah,
it's nicely worn.
I was going to say it was like fresh when we first got it, but like
that's the best way of having
it's worn in. And then hold on, if you're on YouTube.
Oh yeah, get on there. So the full back print. Oh yeah. Get that tattooed on your back.
Yeah. So, the full like Sons of Anarchy.
Where'd you get that from? Is it like a legit one?
Emma got it me. Yeah, I think it is one of the.
She's got. She's got it. She's got it legit. Hasn't she?
Yeah, it's. Oh God, this has got to be like six years old.
I was going to that long.
Yeah, I was going to say it's got to be like 6 years.
I suppose at least 5 minimum.
Yeah, 5
What
or 6.
A series though.
I know.
What a series.
But honestly, I used to get asked about this all the time. People were like, "Where did you get it from? Where did you get it from?"
I might have to hunt one down.
Yeah, man.
They're sick.
It's not too bad, is it?
No, I love it.
So, and then also the bandana as well.
But that tops it.
So
and the hair getting longer.
Yeah, I'm just fully going for it.
Going jacks.
Yeah,
you got Italian jacks.
Yeah,
I've gone the other way. I am
Ali G.
I'm GT. I'm Ali G. Fuck me. A little bit actually, a little bit. I am yellow. I've got the new Gymshark Recess zip up hoodie thing on. Not a hoodie, zip up. It's not really a jacket. What would you call it? It is a jacket, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a jacket.
Tracksuit jacket, old school tracksuit style without the hood.
Like
I appreciate it, man.
Like old...
Sick of hoodies.
Yeah.
Everything hoodie. When you've got a beard and long hair, hoodies are not your friend.
Yeah.
And I love the zip up. So this is it fits nice, and I'm going. It's like GTA. Is what it reminds me of. GTA tracksuits.
Yeah, it looks smart.
I love it. Little details, love it. So I'm happy they're starting to do all this again for the guys section because it got very like same of just sportsy stuff.
Yeah,
which was solid. But I like stuff I can wear in the streets, and this I can definitely.
That
I like when they do the streetwear. They always do it, and then they never do enough. And
I like how it's got like there's the white like cording, and it
wraps
twists
around.
Yeah, it wraps around the arm.
It goes all the way around the back.
So
it goes over the shoulder and down both arms, just that one little white stripe.
Yeah,
love it. Little
smart.
Details. And it fits nice. I think this is a large if you watch on YouTube. I wear large and everything on top. And then I went with the tiger print Converses because
a little bit of colour.
All blacked out and then tiger print Cons.
Why not?
And do you know what I'm doing? I'm giving up tucking my laces in.
Yeah.
I'm bringing back out dangly laces.
Bring them back.
Bringing them back. I think you get good laces and let them dangle.
Yeah.
Stop tucking them in, wearing your feet to shreds.
Well, these are tucked in, but it's because the laces.
No, your laces aren't tucked in.
Well, they've flopped out.
They're just completely everywhere.
They're literally that tiny that you can't do anything with them. So
and you're wearing slim fit jeans, which are now on you skinny jeans.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out Calvin Klein.
Yeah. Calvin Klein.
I'm not doing it by halves.
I know. Oh, I've got to...
You've gone full out actually today.
It's because...
Tim's, Calvin Klein's, and then Sam Crow.
Because I've moved house, I've literally
found all this shit.
I found like loads of stuff. I couldn't find anything that I wanted to wear. Like these jeans are way too tight for me. But like, yeah, I've just put fucking.
How is the new place?
Really good. Yeah, loving it. I've genuinely. So I only I've been in a week. I only actually like set the TV up today. I still haven't watched it, but I'll set it up so Emma can watch it now.
You end up standing it or hanging it?
I managed to find some because what I did basically at my old house, got a new TV, saw the little stand, and I was like, well, that can go in the bin because I'm wall mounting it, and I'll always wall mount it.
That we bin something like that.
Yeah,
that's really quite fundamental and will possibly be needed again.
Yeah,
yet keep the box for the toaster. It takes up more room.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I remember having it in my hand, and I'm like, nah, wherever I go, I'm going to wall mount this TV, and I fucking chucked it.
Yeah.
But I was trying to find the actual one that fit it, and it was like 50 quid for this fucking mount.
A little bit of plastic.
I found like a patent like one, and it cost me like £16 off Amazon. So it's all right.
Good old Amazon.
It's a bit flimsy, but does the job.
Till you hang it, till you set it, recess it.
Yeah. So I still haven't decided exactly what we're doing with it. It's great being in the house now. It's just I feel like I've got so much to do.
Yeah.
But there's no rush. But I just have this because I've been in my head. I've been planning all the things I want to do. Like I have this like artificial sense of urgency to be like getting on with shit.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, and there isn't, but I don't know. It's just me. I'm like,
you just want to get it done.
Yeah, I'm just itching to
off
like,
and move on.
Yeah, because like I don't know. At the moment, it doesn't really feel like home. It just feels like a room, like it just
Do you
feels
still
like
have stuff in
rooms.
boxes?
Most of the stuff's out, but there's not enough to fill the whole house. The house is big.
That's
and
nice
like,
feeling though. You can slowly tip away at it.
that's what I mean. But like, I kind of feel in my head like when I've decorated the room as I want it, then that one room will be home.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
If you make your living room your kitchen,
yeah,
then you're done.
yeah.
Because the rest of it can wait. Living room and kitchen, main
Yeah.
two. Make them feel like your space.
The living room's going to be the next. Well, going to the bathroom place to order our bathroom tomorrow.
You
and
get a
then-
B-day,
I'm not getting a B-day. No.
so you can have a filthy bum.
Yeah, I'm
Disgusting. Can't believe it.
wash it in the sink,
You
mate.
can get one of those Japanese singing toilets.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've seen that. No, I'm not going to get one of them. God,
Come
imagine
on,
how
they're
much.
only about 10 grand.
Yeah, I was going to say, imagine how much they.
They do everything though. I think they blow dry your balls while singing you a tune.
Wow,
Like legit, actually.
blow dry your nuts.
Like they'll wash you, spray you, blow dry you, perfume you,
Fuck.
whilst and probably take your temperature.
Yeah. God,
Heated seats,
I know.
little tune.
Wow.
One day.
Yeah, maybe one day. That's goals. Some people want like a ride on mower as like a goal, life
I
goal.
want a
It's like,
singing toilet,
I want a toilet that sings to me.
ball blowing toilet.
Like, I don't know if people have, like, I'm sure a lot of people have looked at the price of bathrooms and things like that, but Jesus Christ,
10K?
the amount of variety, like, for a freestanding bath. So you can go from, like, you can get some for, like, 600.
Welcome to the Home Base Podcast.
But they go up to, like, fucking 6 or 7 grand for a
what?
bath.
A bath?
Yes. And it's, like,
As in a tub you lie in?
yeah, like a natural stone.
Does a 7 grand one blow dry your balls?
It does not. It's just,
Go for the toilet, then.
it's made of stone, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just a big stone bath.
That should be your one question. You know, when you walk in, go up to 7 grand one, go, does it blow dry your balls? And people look at you, they'll obviously be like, no, sir. You're like,
Well,
you
I
know, I
don't
can
want
get, and get a toilet that not only blow dries my balls, it sings me a lullaby.
Yeah.
See you later.
But what if you fell asleep while on the toilet?
I will give you £3.50. Just barter.
Yeah,
Ridiculously.
Yeah. Start off, yeah.
Start off.
It's a good idea. I didn't think of that. What a tactic. I'll try it tomorrow. I'll let you know.
They're all struggling. It's been COVID.
Yeah, I'll
Try
let you
your
know.
luck.
I'll let you know.
Have you got any that have been pre-bathed?
Like baths that have been used before.
Yeah. The
It's
test
like
one.
pre-loved.
Pre-loved stone 7 grand bath, now £350.
Yeah, maybe. I doubt it though. I very much doubt it. God, the thing was though, it weighed like 200 kilos.
It's going to go through your roof.
Yeah, and then that's empty. And then you've got to fill that
You
with
have to
water.
reinforce your house to have the bath.
Yeah.
So
How
it ends
bad
up
is
being
that?
a 20 grand bath to reinforce your floors.
200 kilos of bath.
Just
And
go to like an old, you know what you want? Is one of those ones with the feet on, the freestanding ones.
Yeah, like
Just go to like an old mason yard or something where they've got
Emma
all that
doesn't
weird
like them.
stuff.
They freak her out.
What, why?
They're
She's watched too
they're
many horror
like
movies.
creepy. Yeah.
She's watched too many
I do
horror
like
movies.
it, but yeah,
They're
that's what it is.
amazing.
I
And they're
like 'em
super
as well.
deep.
Yeah.
As a kid, my granddad had like an inbuilt one of those. And I remember I had to, and when I say climb, I mean climb into it, not step a leg over.
Yeah.
I mean jump up and over and into it. And it was so deep, once you'd filled it up, I used to put goggles on and spend my time underwater, turning around in this bath, like swimming
Yeah.
in this thing. As a kid, I remember it vividly.
That's
it was
class.
amazing. I used to love going to my granddad's just for the bath.
That sounds
Then you
brilliant.
come downstairs
Yeah.
in your towel
Yeah.
and sit in front of the fire.
Nice. Yeah, I used to do that at my mum's place. Yeah.
Loved it. That's why I've always loved fires, open fires.
Yeah, I love an open fire.
Never box up an open fire, people.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Heathens.
people spend a fortune to reinstate them now. Like, because it was such a trend to like block them
Why?
up. God
We're going
knows.
to block this up and put a TV on it. Oh,
Yeah. Or
awesome.
just like put like a gas fire in there or whatever else. Like, I don't know. I get the practicality element of having like a real open fire is not always that
Yeah,
practical.
yeah. So, if you're a practical person, just remember this. Kill yourself. You're boring and you're done.
Are we going to tell
And
everyone?
talking about being impractical,
Are we going to tell everyone what we got?
don't actually kill yourself if you're practical. Just consider it.
Have a think about it.
But you'll be practical, so you won't do it anyway, because it'd be impractical to kill yourself, because then you get nothing done, and all your practical plans would go to waste. So they've got their own safety catch on them anyway, so don't worry about it, people. The practical people are all still going to be alive after this podcast. But we might not be.
No.
Because in the middle of us is not a whiskey today. Have you got a rum, Lex and Lou? No.
No.
What I've got is awesome neighbours who've travelled the
God damn.
world and bring back little bits of history for you to try. Now, if you're on YouTube, you can see what it looks like an innocuous green wine bottle. What is in this green wine bottle is something called, it's spelt Mirabelle, but you have to say it like this, Mirabelle.
Mirabelle.
It's from France. Mirabelle. And this is from 2005.
Yeah.
16 years old, man. 16 years old, and it's a 16-year-old moonshine. Moonshine, people. This is made from plums.
Yeah.
So when you go to France and you go to the patisserie, and you see all the little treats that are there, and on them they have the fruit, the lovely fruity fruit.
You sound like
I am
GFP.
Sebastian from the Mermaid.
You sound like fucking George St. Pierre's or French Canadian.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Not impressed by your
I'm not
performance.
impressed by it. I was trying to, be my legacy. It would affect my legacy, so I would not. I've been on the carnivore diet now for 2 weeks. I have lost 5 pounds. I feel great. My shits are huge. No, so we have this Mirabelle Wurst from 2005, and it is basically they're allowed to make this in the vineyards, but they're only allowed to make 2 liters a year apparently. Something like very limited. Well, France banned absinthe, and this is basically along those lines. Okay, so the French will have this in tiny. So we've got shot glasses in front of us, little skull shot glasses that are procured over the weekend. They will have them in something that's about half the size of that, and they don't fill it fully. And what they do is have it in between each course to clear their palate and also loosen them up a little bit. And what you would do,
It's basically paint stripper for your body.
No. It's paint stripper with history. So what happens is they brew this from, it's a plum derivative, they extract, obviously, extract it from plums, they ferment it, and they're only allowed to make, I think it's 2 liters. It's a very, very small, it's a ridiculously small amount a year. But what they do is they make more, and then they bury it around the vineyards.
Right.
They hide it, they literally bury it. And my lovely neighbour, who is just an amazing human being, who goes out to Uganda every year, or twice a year, and it just has helped rebuild an entire village. There's a whole story to them. I will tell you another time because it's just too epic not to tell.
Yeah.
But I will be going out to Uganda with them next year in May.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to help build some stuff in a village, climb a mountain, drink whiskey whilst looking at a volcano.
That's sick.
It's gonna be sick. She said they basically, you go to the vineyard, and if they know you go to them and say, "It's a lovely day. Do you think we could go for a walk?" And whoever owns the vineyard will go, I think there is a good walk in the back pasture. And you would go, and they would dig up a little bit of this moonshine, and you would totter off with it. And the only other place you could get it would be, you would get the plums yourself, do whatever it is, like obviously however it is you extract stuff from fruits and potatoes and distill it yourself. You would then take it to this little dude down at the bottom of the village who would then ferment it for you, and then you'd go and collect it and get it back. It's the only way you could get it. So it's proper. And this is from 2005. This was buried in some vineyard somewhere you can see, in the south of France.
There's literally a little bit of dirt around the
cork.
cork.
On the cork. And it's corked as well, which is mad. And so this has not been opened.
It's a little
Love it.
Like a little paper sticker that's written on with pen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're not watching.
And there's nothing else on there. Doesn't tell you what the percentage is.
A green glass bottle with a cork in it, and then one white label on the front, which is like, I don't know, 10 centimeters by 6 centimeters, and it just says Mirabelle Vuitton 2005.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Yep.
That's all we know.
No information at all.
And
it's intimidating.
This is Jan and Steve from across the way. All she said before having it, she was just like, "You knock it back in one."
Yeah.
She said, "It doesn't taste great. Doesn't taste so much, really."
Yeah.
But then you wait. And she said, what happens is it rises up, and it comes back. The heat comes back over from the back over the top. And she said, and then if you look for it, you'll get this floral taste, and then you feel good.
Right.
But we're going to find out now. We're going to do it now.
Yeah.
So we've no clue what to expect from this.
The podcast
We're 20 minutes into the podcast.
It may go quickly downhill.
This may end up being a 4-hour unregistered podcast. So I told her, right, you can keep your chickens. And I killed them. Ooh. So we're going in with a corkscrew. God, I haven't done anything with a cork for ages that you had to get out yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not a big wine guy. I don't want to cork it. How deep do you go in?
Balls deep, mate.
Oh, shit, I'm holding the arms down. You're supposed to let them go up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, we have activity. So we're going to fill the shot glasses. We're going to fill them. Let's go back. Let's do it.
No fucking half
You're definitely
measures.
not supposed to do that, but
No.
we're going to.
Yeah, because these are
shots of
these
moonshine.
aren't like, this isn't an actual shot measurement. This is like a
It
very
looks big, doesn't it?
That's a healthy.
Healthy. That's I like that.
That's a healthy
shot.
A healthy shot. That is.
So here we go.
That's like when you're getting your scoops of protein powder out and you heap the fuck out of that scoop. It says it's 30
That's
grams.
one scoop.
It's 30 grams, but actually it was 45. But whatever.
Oh, the bot's quite thin.
You can do it.
I can do it. Oh,
You can do it.
come on. I feel like that cork is going to die. Oh, yeah, I think it's split. Oh, no,
It's coming. It's coming.
Steady. Slowly, catchy monkey.
The tension's killing me. Wind him down again if he needs.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I'd wind him in again. He's still got a little bit in there.
That cork's splitting, mate. I think we might be drinking a bit of cork.
It's all good.
Oh,
Sounds like a fart.
Oh, that's definitely split. Oh, come on.
You got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, you saucy little beast. Here it comes.
I wonder
Here
what
it
people think.
Oh, that smells of 2005. Oh, it smells nice, dude.
Does it?
It smells like Christmas. Oh, smell that. I think she's underestimating the floral delicacy that's going on there.
Oh, it does.
Doesn't it? I was
It's got,
expecting it to be like alcohol. It smells sweet.
There's a bit of like cranberry kind
Yeah.
of smell to it.
Well, it's plum, remember? It's from plum.
Yeah, I know, but
She said if you go to France
I'm
and you
getting
see
like that
those
bitterness.
little purple, got like purple and yellowy plums that you see on the patisserie things, that's what it is.
right.
Love
okay.
it. Oh, this is
There's a little bit of like, I don't.
It smells-
There's some residue
You know
around
what-
the
you know what I
inside.
mean?
It's
Is
like,
there?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is. Look at that.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's cork
History,
or,
mate.
or
That's
dirt.
history. Do you know what it smells like?
The French
A
dirt.
fruity mince pie.
Yes.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So what's in a mince pie? Raisins?
Yeah. Raisins. I don't.
Dates?
I don't fucking know.
Well, dates, that makes sense because it's plum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Similar. Oh, God, yeah. Ooh, figgy? Bit figgy.
Big
Smells a bit
figgy
figgy.
pudding.
Right, here we go. Moonshine. Shot one. Do you want me to, I'm going to pour yours first. Guess first,
No,
mate.
no.
Hold your thing up, though. Because... Oh, that's the least manly pour going.
There we go.
Ooh, twisty twist.
This is gonna.
Here we
Hold
go.
up. You know what we need to do? We need to see if this sets on fire.
Oh, why? Oh, for the proof. Oh, she said, yeah, I asked her, do you know what the proof is of it? She said, it's as high as they can get it is what they get it.
This is like if I
It's
can get
as
it.
high as they can get it.
Well, I'd like to think it maxes out at 100%, but I
I'd
don't
like
think
to,
it does.
I'd like to think it's banned for good reason.
Yeah.
Well, not banned, but limited to exceeding amounts for good reason.
Fucking hell.
Right.
We going for this now?
Yes, right now, mate. Go on.
We going to clink?
Clinky clink. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, oh, ooh, ooh. Oh, it's hot. It's nice though. Smooth.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought.
No burning. Oh, a lot of heat coming now through the sides of my mouth, up the side of the tongue. Oh,
Yeah, I'm feeling
that's
that.
really coming up from the like my sternum.
Yeah.
Did you just do a double arm stretch? Knocked it out. Oh yeah, God, that's really getting hot and all the way up my chest now.
Yeah. It is. It's climbing.
Oh, God, it's climbing. She said that. She said give it 5 minutes.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
I
Isn't
like
that nice? I reckon you could sip on that. There you go, folks. Have a look for that. Ooh.
What?
Did you have another? Oh,
Yeah, I finished that. I don't think you would want to sip on that.
Oh no. Yeah. But if you do it slow, it's you feel that alcohol.
That was a bit paint strippery.
yeah.
Like,
But when you knock it back, it's not that bad at
no,
all.
no.
Oh, it's still rising.
Yeah. God.
Have you ever done absinthe?
Yeah. That
The
time.
proper stuff, though.
Yeah. The time where, I said it was a few podcasts ago where there was the incident where, like, there was a near rape.
Oh, wait, yeah,
That- it was nearly me getting raped.
Getting a bit of it.
Yeah. And that was absinthe. Black absinthe.
Yeah,
It was
so-
like high 80%.
Yeah,
black
I had
absinthe.
that one. I had the Russian one, I believe. It's like near 90%. Do you know what I mean? One where you had to hold your hand over the shot glass, otherwise it evaporated. Yeah, and you have to have it with burnt brown sugar or something. You caramelise the sugar, stir that in
Yeah,
quickly
that's what
once
you
you
meant
poured
to
it.
do.
Yeah, and the only thing I can liken that to is that, like, but when you drunk the absinthe, it almost knocked the air out of you.
Yeah.
That was the weird thing about it.
I find it's been a long time since I've had absinthe, but I found absinthe the heat's definitely different on that. That was like, I don't know.
So when that went down, it didn't burn any of my tongue or mouth or throat as it went down.
Yeah.
But then the heat afterwards that came up from that was from like my sternum. And then it slowly came up over the top of the roof of my mouth and right down the sides of my tongue.
You know how they're saying about like it cleansing your palate? Does your mouth feel like
fresh as a daisy?
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost, it's not like...
It's like it resets your taste buds.
Like take a breath of cold air in, like...
Oh God, yeah.
That's really, it's a weird sensation.
I was stuffy before this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not anymore. Wow. Love it. Thank you so much, Jen and Steve. That is a really... She gifted me that. 2005 she's had that since. Wow. She got that herself from the vineyard. She used to live in South France.
She's probably just too terrified.
She has some amazing stories about keeping 150 birds and had a gay turkey.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that, the gay turkey.
We'll do that. We'll
I think they
chat about
like
that another
when
time.
At some point we should start having some guests on.
Do you know what?
Often.
She would make an amazing guest.
Yeah,
she's fantastic. I just sit and listen, and I went round to ask her about the details of the Mirabelle. Yeah, I'll finish. And in the meantime, I got a history lesson on the Mirabelle and an offer of tea tomorrow evening. So I don't even have to cook tomorrow now as a result of going on a history searching mission. They're such a delight. I love it.
Yeah, that is lovely.
Having nice neighbours, honestly, must make... I've fortunately always had relatively nice neighbours. They've either been nothing or nice. They've never been bad.
Yeah.
I can't imagine having bad neighbours. It must be a nightmare.
Oh God, yeah. I think I've been really fortunate as well. Pretty much everywhere we've been.
the bad neighbour.
I've got a feeling you were.
Never thought of that.
I've got a feeling you were, mate.
Sorry. Like tit in his pants again with a drone.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Am I the bad neighbour?
I think you might be, mate. I think you are.
But I'm a delight.
Yeah, but you're a delight to people of a certain type. But also, if you think about, like, obviously generalising, but some of the neighbours around here, they're a little bit older than you.
Yeah, but a lot older than me. Yeah.
And
they're all retired.
Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? Like,
actually, not all retired.
But you know what I mean? They might not understand why.
Oh, no, they definitely don't understand what I do. But they're also
very open-minded.
A lot older than me. So most of them are probably like 30 years older than me, plus more.
I thought you were going to say 30, and I was like, don't lie.
No.
I was like, I'm obviously still 18.
At 18 years old, everybody seems old.
I was just like, what are you saying?
Because a lot of them are still working, they're still very forward thinking. Because obviously the reason they're still, what's the word? Still, oh god damn it, brain relevant. Yeah. Why they're still relevant in their business fields that they're doing because they've adapted to the times and they're still good at what they do.
Yeah. I suppose just for context as well, like the area that you're in, it's a nice area. Like this isn't.
It's a private estate.
Yeah, it's a private estate, basically. Yeah. So, like, people that are here, they got money.
They got the money.
Yeah.
Some of them have got, like, crazy money.
Yeah.
Like, but they don't show it.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. So, like, these houses are obviously lovely, but they're not multi-million pound houses. You know, like, garish multi-million. When you're like, I've done super.
This is like basically a top end of a realistic house that you'd actually want to live in. You know what I mean? Like it's not unrecognisable as a house anymore.
Yeah. It's majestic, but not like over the top kind of thing. It's a lovely gated community, and the houses they go from kind of like the converted horse barns, coach house kind of thing, all the way up to real, you know, big girls and boys ones. But some of my neighbours are like £100,000 holiday rich.
Fuck.
But live in these relatively for that kind of money. What would you say? Not moderate, but humble for that kind of money housing.
Yeah, for that. Yeah, I'd say it would be humble in
which
comparison.
Just shows what they're kind of like as business people. You know, we've got this, we like it, we do this, it's nice. We don't need any more.
Yeah,
I like that kind of mentality.
I think as well,
you don't show it off too much.
I would say a lot of the time you do see that in well-travelled business people. They
appreciate what they got to get.
Yes.
See the lower side of things when they travel and
and then they're not wasteful. They got rich by being sensible.
That is, because you think, well, that's a depreciating asset. Not going to bother with that kind of thing.
Yeah, they probably are much more mindful of that because I think that's one thing I remember reading a book. Actually, this is going to be a good.
You're going to go on a topic, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of.
It's a Lou time moment.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Lewis's brain is like an encyclopedia of knowledge.
Not at all.
We're about to unlock one of the... It fucking is.
It's not.
Dude, if you spend 30 minutes in my brain, you'd be like... You know when you spend too much time with fitness people?
Yeah.
And then you go to the real world, like a spa that's got no fitness people in the world, and your brain goes, oh shit, normal people.
Yeah.
oh, and you realise what normal people look like and act like.
Yeah.
That would be you in my brain. You'd be like, this is a normal... oh my God.
No, mate.
Why is the Top Gun theme tune playing constantly on a loop?
No, mate.
I need
honestly.
a memory from 3 months ago. Error. I need a memory from 2 months ago. Error. I need a memory from yesterday. Which one?
We've got two of them.
You've got two options. One, the alarm time that woke you up that you ignored, then went back to sleep. Two, the mild panic in which you got up after you realised you'd ignored 2 alarms and gone back to sleep. Three, when you asked me this question of what memory you'd like to remember from yesterday.
Yes. Anyway, this was the first kind of audiobook, because if you don't know, I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I'm dyslexic, so I do struggle to read for extended periods of time, which makes it quite hard to get through books.
Alter ego superhero name, Dyslexio.
Yeah. Also, used to have a job where I travel a lot. I drove like 50,000-60,000 miles a year, so you could just put books on all the time.
Yeah.
And
You've got me into needing to do an Audible, I think. I need to do it. Did you do
brilliant.
Audible?
Yeah,
Audible. Did you
yeah.
pay for it?
Yeah.
How much is it?
I think their base one starts at like £7 or £8 a month. It's not a lot, and you get like 1 token to use. But I used to buy the tokens in bulk. I get like 24 tokens, and it worked out cheaper. And 1 token is 1 book. You can actually buy the books, but if you pay, like some books are like £30, depending on which ones you get. But you could just use 1 token, which costs you like £7 or £8. So you're better off using tokens.
So you get a monthly subscription is a token.
Yeah,
essentially.
I think there's
But
different
there'll be obviously
subscriptions.
free ones as well that you can listen to.
Well, when you first sign up, you get 1 token for free. If you sign up, I'll gift you some tokens because I've got loads. Because I'm not able to listen to as much as I used to. So I've got like probably about 20 tokens going. So I'll give you some.
Oh, lovely! All right, go on then. I'll try and up my intellect for next,
Anyway,
for
so
next time.
the first audiobook that I it was an educational audiobook that I gave. It was called Rich Dad Poor Dad by this guy called Robert Kiyosaki. He's got a whole series of kind of educational books on how to kind of understand finances and how to get rich. But it's not like a get rich quick at all by any means. It just educates you on his upbringing. And the contrast was basically his dad, who was poor, and his best friend's dad, who was rich. And the lessons that he learned from both of them, because he spent a lot of time with his best friend and his best friend's dad. And his best friend's dad had his own business and was very... It's been so long since I've read it, I can't really go through all the details of it. And it was actually when you go through the cash flow quadrant, which I'm not going to get into, which is 4 other books that he's got. And then there's like a load of others that kind of tail on. But it's well worth a read if you're looking to start out at a very baseline of like getting hold of your financial situation and understanding how you may need to set things up. Because I would have never thought about setting up a business.
Yeah, because I don't think a lot of people are in control of their finances, are they? They just know I've got this a month and then do stuff.
Yeah.
And I think if you start, like I've got obviously crypto portfolios and stuff starting now at the moment. I invested in some stuff. I invested in Bitcoin ages ago, but obviously Bitcoin's been like, yay, no.
Yeah. It's people don't understand assets and liabilities.
It's long term as well. A lot of people want quick fix money, and that's not how these work. You have to look at like what's going to work long term, what's its potential, and where's it going, and then you sit and wait. And then the idea is hopefully these become your retirement funds. You know, they burst, and you go, yes, boom, take out, go, got this sorted, put it away, invest it in something else.
Yeah, I think just on a basic level, because like I've not invested into anything. I've not messed around with the stock market. Because
you can do day trading and loads of stuff.
Yeah.
How good do you think the apps are for that shit though?
I don't know. I'm just so skeptical, and also like most of the people that I know that use it are just average people that are like effectively what like the stock market is for how when it's like what trading 212 or whatever the fuck it's called. Like people that are using that because this is advertised to general population people. So just everyone. You're not a fucking investor. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just like going off what seems like it might make sense.
What's trending, getting it.
Basically, you're just gambling.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
literally just what gambling is.
Yeah.
And it's for whatever reason, the stock market is seen as something that intellectual people do, whereas gambling is seen as like either something that you do once in a blue moon as like a fun thing with the lads or whatever else, or someone who's addicted to gambling and you're just the guy in the bookies 24/7 and you're a bit of a waste, basically.
Yeah.
And there's a very negative connotation to gambling, but not to the stock market, which is exactly the fucking same. But at least with fucking, if you are betting on a boxing match or betting on a football game, you've got knowledge of that sport and you can make an accurate assumption of, okay, I know from this fighter's previous history and this fighter's previous history, I'm going to make an educated guess that this one's going to win.
Yeah.
You don't know if fucking Cineworld's going to do all right. Like, what, do you know what I mean? Like, what?
You can only see what's going on in the world, can't you? And kind of judge off that.
Yeah, like, surely...
Hey, Cineworld's back.
Yeah. But, like, do you know what I mean? So, like...
Would have been a good time to... Here's a good trick. Invest in stuff that you know can't die when the shit is down. Yeah. So, like, whenever Apple do something bad, invest in their stock that day.
Yeah.
Because they're guaranteed it's fixed within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're never going to die. Too big.
Yeah.
So things like that. But I mean, don't be scared as well. I think a lot of people are scared. They're scared of spending. I was having a chat with my my video guy who's been over. We've been killing it with the content. Yeah. We've started playing with loads of new stuff. I bought loads of new gadgets because, and this is my point, I've always held on to money and been like, oh God, that's expensive what it is. But then I'm only ever looking at the product and the cost. What I'm not looking at is its potential in what it allows me to do.
Yes.
And I've started looking at the potential it allows me to do and how much it makes my life easier to create more content. So I bought some new mics. They were £250. In my head, that's a lot of money for just two little mics. But it's two mics to one receiver from the new Rode Go Bluetooth mics. Yeah. And I'd never used Bluetooth mics before, so I've only ever used lav mics, and these can be lav mics, and I've always had experiences with those. But I thought, no, do you know what? Sod it. We've had issues with sound because we're in a loud gym. We're recording. I want to do more stuff. I want to make it easier, ready to go. Sound has always been an issue.
Yes. Bought
them. They're fucking amazing. We smashed out 3 videos straight away with these things, and you can do one takes.
Yeah.
No sound problems, none to go. Editing gets quicker.
Yeah.
Stuff gets easier. Potential for filming in different environments gets greater because now your sound's not so much of an issue.
Is that what you were using when you were driving the bike? Riding the bike?
Riding the bike. Another thing. So I invested in a £50 grip for the GoPro to go on my helmet. 50 quid for the thing I bought is a lot of money. This thing's not worth more than 20 quid max. Yeah. But nobody else makes this thing. It's called a Dango gripper or something. And to be fair, right, it's a giant bulldog clip that's clever.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yeah. Clever bulldog clip. But it works. So straight on. And then the mic I got is called Purple Panda. It's a Purple Panda mic, which is a real random thing. But it's on Amazon. It's about 20 quid or something, maybe 25, maybe 30 quid. Which for a lav mic is expensive when you're looking at lav mics.
Yeah.
But this thing, mate. Well, I did a test and I put it on my Insta story, and that's unedited, raw, just shoved in my helmet, kind of guesstimated where it needed to be. Yeah. Went out on a Harley as well, 0 wind protection, nothing going on, and banging. So that means the motorbike vlogs are coming back. So the motorbike vlogs are coming back.
Motovlog.
There's my brain in action.
Yeah.
Too many words, too quick there, buddy. I'll just do my best.
Yeah, put them together. Yeah, that'll
yes, they don't get the gist. Yeah, and so I was really taking a leap in investing and buying some stuff. Now, I do have more of a disposable income now, after years and years of working and saving, than I did early on. But when you're early on in the stages of things, and you're like, okay, I don't have the money to buy this now, you have it physically, but in your head, you're like, I don't have it budget-wise to buy it. Sometimes buying it is the best thing you can do still, if it's going towards investing in something that's going to make you something.
Yes, investing in yourself.
Because it's the fear factor of I've bought this now, I've got to freaking use it to make me something back.
Yeah.
So it kicks you up the ass to use it. And I still get that factor. Yeah. More now when I buy it, I still get the don't let this be a regret.
Yes, yeah.
Like, and that keeps that now. Yeah. Like today we banged out like 5 pieces of content in 2 days, which now obviously we're going to edit and get doing. But I'm contracted to way more companies now, so I have more commitment. After COVID, I've just been like, boom, 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 fucking amazing. Yeah. And now I've got to live up to it.
Yeah.
So now I've really got that bug again to create fun content. I want to create fun stuff that is I want to create some dumb stuff that has 0 point other than to make you happy when you see it. Yeah. Then I also want to create the stuff where, hell, I want to do stuff where I'm in the gym where it's raw and you see I'm suffering, there's pain, shit goes wrong. Yeah. Teach you like, fuck, that went wrong because of this, here's how we're going to fix it. And I want a mic on me at that time when I have to do it. I don't have to set it up, do the shot,
It kills the momentum, doesn't it? It's exactly kind of what we were speaking about. Just like when I come over for the podcast, we kind of normally I'll come and see Lex and we'll start chatting. Now we're starting to try and get into the podcast quicker because it is just more organic, because this is mine and Lex having a catch up. Like, we haven't seen each other all week. Whereas if we do it downstairs and then we get going on, like, I don't know, just doing other shit and get distracted for a few hours, then when we get to do the podcast, like a lot of this organic conversation's already kind of come out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't flow as naturally and breaking the rhythm. I imagine it's the same kind of thing. You don't have to stop, pause, set up your mic, do this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
By then, it's not artificial, but it's not happened in the same flow as it would have naturally.
I want to capture the moments where stuff isn't perfect. And sometimes you can't do that because the reason shit goes wrong is because like something will happen with the equipment or a mic will blow something out because something's gone wrong. So what you're using then gets shifted.
Yeah.
I want stuff that just flows with what's going on so that I can capture all the good and all the bad and keep it that way. Which it's going to lead me on to another thought process I wanted to talk about as well. Might go on. Remind me, just say to me in a couple of minutes when we finish talking about this, say female deprecation.
Okay.
Yeah, something that's been bugging me this week.
Okay.
But yeah, so the point is now I've invested in equipment that one makes me want to use it, two helps me capture more real stuff, and three has sparked my need to create the content because I've paid money for this thing, and I'm fucking going to use it.
Yeah.
And I was telling my videographer guy, I was saying the same thing. He was like, I get carried away sometimes when I buy equipment, and I don't have the money for the stuff I'm buying because he knows what he's looking at, so he's getting stuff that's not super stupid high end, but it's good, so it's going to cost you a certain amount.
Yeah.
And I said that the fear factor of buying that to have to use it is sometimes the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Because if you wait and you're too safe all the time, safe, everything just gets stalled and stalled and stalled. And at the end of the day, like, you will always find a way to get yourself out of whatever it is you put yourself in.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, that's it, isn't it? It's finding that balance between, like, understanding when an investment's a smart investment and it's something that's going to actually make a difference. You're going to be more productive, or it's going to save you time, because people don't value their time. That's one thing that people fuck up on. People think, if I could, I'll do this instead of letting somebody else do it, or I'll just do this manually instead of buying this thing to do it automatically. But like, how much does your fucking time cost? Like, even as minimum wage is £9 an hour. So if you just stacked up, like, you aren't earning minimum wage. Do you know what I mean? So like, if you just stacked up the amount of hours that it's going to take for you to like mess around with the sound quality and this, that, and the other, it's going to stack up to like hundreds of pounds over the month of like money that you could have saved if you just have had like, you know, a better quality mic where you don't have to fuck around with audio.
And it's that thing of micromanaging, isn't it? If you try and micromanage everything, and this is a problem I have, I try and do everything all the time, and you end up getting nothing finished all of the time because you're doing too much.
With these mics as well, isn't it? We were having so many audio problems with the old mics, the Yeti Blue Yetis.
Cost us, well, I already had one, so it was nothing for me. You already had one, so again, it was nothing for you. So we were trying to use old stuff we bought for other tasks to start a new task.
Yeah.
And like, you were moving house, your business was shut from COVID. You didn't really have the money to spend £100 on a mic.
Yeah.
But we wanted to do something, and we wanted to do it right, so we found a way of getting it done.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between you and the other guy. The other guy just sits back and goes, can't do that right now, so doesn't. You were like, we'll find a way.
Yeah.
And you do. You always do. Like, at uni, I used to go, I had so many little tactics. So I didn't have to have some like shitty, I had a shitty job actually, but so I didn't have to have too many hours of doing the shitty jobs, like working in a clothes store for minimum wage, whatever, in your spare time. I used to buy stuff from sales stores, like All Saints, because in Manchester they had an All Saints sales store there, dedicated one. I used to go in, buy all the smalls and mediums of T-shirts and go sell them on eBay. Yeah. And I'd buy them in for like £15 and sell them for like £25, £30 on eBay. And I used to just do that every week. I'd go and do that, and I'd make an extra couple £100 a month. Yeah. Just doing things like that all the time. I'd always have those little things going. And it just made my life that little bit, a little bit easier because I had a little bit of income, and it was just these little, but also it just taught me things. So it taught me how to sell things online. It taught me how to take pictures. It's all a learning curve, trying new things. Yeah, it failed. Well, definitely wasn't going to sell them for less than I bought them for. Yeah. So it's only ever going to be my time that I was putting in, which is my own. So I used to always do little things like that, and I always still look at things like that now. So it's like, change your energy provider and save up to £160 a year. I'm like, I can make more selling my old shit on eBay in 2 weeks. Yeah. What are you talking about, £160 a year? It's not worth my time sitting down 20 minutes to change my fucking energy supplier. It's like less than, 15p a day or less than that. You could literally keep searching for money on the floor when you walk about in town each day, and you would save more money.
Quite possibly.
So don't worry about shit like that. And I used to panic. I used to try and hunt around for the best deal of all these things. Listen, if it's a couple of quid, let it go.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? There's some stuff like, some stuff's worth doing if you you're in a situation where money's super tight, and you do have to watch every single penny.
But even then, I think if you watch it too much, you stop yourself going out and doing other things and stop yourself and limit yourself so much that you always stay in that hole.
Yeah, I think there's two attacks, isn't there? You're either like reducing your expenses as much as possible, or you're upping your income as much as possible. And I think a lot of the time people always, their go-to is, we need to cancel Netflix, we need to reduce our internet package, we need to do something. It's like, is the other ways you can actually make more money, and especially now, fucking hell, there's more ways than ever. Like, you don't even have to leave the house for, really. Which is kind of a pretty unique situation, isn't it? I don't think like it's ever.
I just think you always need to look above the darkness of the thing you're looking at, because if all you'd ever do is look at what's wrong and worry about what's wrong, you never find a solution. Like, there's literally 0 point in worrying about something. Worry is a feeling we create from nothing. And it's a feeling we create from nothing, so you can also dissipate it and stop worrying about it and just go and find solutions. Because all you can do, worry achieves nothing. Finding a solution could solve your problem. So don't worry, just keep trying other stuff to solve what's wrong.
Easier said than done, though, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, it's an excuse. That's a mental excuse that people say all the time. Well, it's easier said than done. No, do it.
That's
just fucking
excuse.
Do it.
That's
no,
not
it
an
is,
excuse.
because people go, I tried, but it's easier said than done.
If it, in that context, yes, but it is literally, by definition, it is easier to say something than it is to do something.
Oh, well, yeah, if you take it literally.
But, like, the trouble, because effectively what you're saying is, like, don't worry about anything. Like, that's
don't worry about anything as long as you're trying to find a solution to it. Don't just not worry about it and carry on doing the same dumb shit you've done that caused it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the people who listen to us have half a brain.
Yeah.
You know? We're not... Hey, if you want to not worry about anything and keep doing dumb shit and go to failure, you're going to keep going where you're going.
Yeah.
Like, that's just... We can't save you from that.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to save everyone. I'm just saying, like, you have to have a strong mentality of when shit hits the fan, don't concentrate on the shit on the fan. Go find stuff to clean it.
Yeah. It is like... And this is solid advice. All I mean is... It's like... It's hard to make those changes when you're in the moment and you're dealing with that. So, like, these are the things that you need to remember. And also, if you have the moments of worry and whatever else where you haven't got control of the situation and you're struggling, it's okay that that's happened. You can still rectify it after the fact. You can still go back and be like, okay, that's fine. I've made a mistake, or something's gone wrong. I've freaked out about it. But whatever, I'm over it now. How am I going to rectify that? How am I going to stop that happening again?
The more times you catch yourself freaking out and worrying, the shorter those time spans become, because you catch yourself sooner and sooner and sooner. And eventually when shit happens, your immediate reaction is solution.
Yeah.
And I've got friends like that who are highly successful, and you can see why. Because the moment something goes wrong, there's no swearing, there's no worry, there's no panic. It's just like, what's wrong? Point 1, point 2, point 3. Right, I'm going to go sort out point 2. You deal with point 1, and we'll get to point 3 after those two are sorted. Yeah. And it's so, when you're around people like that, it's so leveling.
Yeah.
And you're like, I was going to kick stuff and swear.
Yeah.
You're just going to get, okay.
You're going to solve the problem.
And you're not mad at me for the thing going wrong. You're just going to fix it with me. Cool.
Yeah.
And imagine if you have all the people around you are like that.
Yeah.
Imagine how great your fucking life goes.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
All of a sudden, you've not got people sat there jumping on your misery train with you. All of a sudden you've just got people
solving problems,
dealing, and it's a different life when you get people around you who are like that.
I get that, and I think that is it. You have to because at first you're not going to identify it, and then over time you'll start to identify it, but then you have to make the choice whether you do something with that information once you've realised that something's gone wrong, or you've reacted poorly to a situation and not actually been proactive about it, or tried to learn anything from it. And then, like you said, the more that you do it, obviously there is a process of like actually deliberately making the effort to make
everything. Yeah, we say it's every time.
Conscious effort.
Nothing's easy.
No,
nothing takes no energy. Even feeling happy and energetic takes energy. You have to put yourself into those zones and feelings. And that's why I've started, I've said it many, many months now. And I think it came through when my life flipped around and, became single and did things. It was very much my own mentality. You got to make your own fucking energy here. Nobody's going to just give it to you. But if you start making it and you start becoming able to generate a happier, more energetic self,
Yeah.
And when you're able to do that, it's freeing, man. Like, I don't know. So many people, I think, in this day and age sit in the what's wrong. And they're never getting out of there to look at the what's my potential.
Yeah.
It's just, what have I done wrong? What's gone wrong? This has gone wrong. Why haven't I got this? Why is that not work? Like, that is pointless. The only time that you should look at what's wrong and why it's not worked is in an analytical way.
Yeah.
To push your main goal of, we're going to try this. Like, so there's no point, I'm not saying ignore what you've done by any means. You always have to learn, but everything's just a lesson for you to then move forward. And I think some people get stuck in the class where they failed.
Yes.
And they don't really leave that fucking
I think
lesson.
that's probably the best takeaway from the whole thing, is just like everything is a lesson. Yeah. Good things, bad things are all a lesson, and you can choose to actually like take that lesson and
improve yourself from it. Yeah.
Or you can just
There's two ways the lessons come with other people as well. It's like you learn what other people are like and what to avoid in those personalities that caused an issue. Or you can take from how you caused the situation in the way you were as a person, and then not put that into your next relationship with another human being or business partner or whatever it is where that situation came from. Yeah. I've had both ways.
It's like I don't know if it's actually true, but can you remember Far Cry 3?
Never played Far Cry.
They
look sick.
The guy, the bad guy in it, Vass, and he's just like, the definition of insanity is to repeat the same action and expect a different outcome.
Yeah, Einstein said that.
Is that what? I didn't know if it was. I didn't know if it was.
I'm pretty sure he said
it. Repeat the same action and expect different outcomes.
Yeah.
So and that's basically what it is. If you're not choosing to learn from your lessons and you're going to keep making the same fucking mistakes, you're insane, according to Einstein.
Maybe it wasn't Einstein. Maybe it was someone like Socrates.
I don't know.
Because Einstein was more theoretical, wasn't he?
Fuck Einstein. Vas Montenegro from Far Cry 3 said it, and he said it really cool.
Wherever
you hear gun.
Again, wherever you hear the lesson, it doesn't matter who said it and when. No. It's where you heard it and how it affected you and how you took it.
Yes.
I've heard many things that have been passed down, to different people.
Through video games.
I've heard it from a different face or mouth than it originally came from, but it doesn't matter as long as you take it.
I'd put something up on my story the other day about Scrubs, because I started watching some episodes of Scrubs, and there was one scene with Dr. Cox where basically JD, if any of you remember.
I've only just literally rewatched them all. I just
you rewatched all of them?
Yeah, all the way through to the 9th series, which ends and doesn't end because it got cancelled, and it just finishes. And I was like, "Oh, that's unsatisfying."
Oh yeah.
Because actually, when it got to the final one where JD's kind of in it but not in it, and Turk's in it but not in it, Carla's completely gone, which is joyous.
Yeah.
She's a dick.
She is a dick.
Carla is a dick the entire time.
Yeah.
And she's no right to be a dick.
No. She's sassy, apparently.
She's not sassy. She's a dick. I'd say the C word, but I think it's a bit far.
Yeah.
But she's close to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, got to the final one where it's like all the new students. Kind of enjoyed it, man. When you rewatch it now, it's not that bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really not.
Fair enough. I'm starting them again, and I only because halfway.
You can't binge it. It's not bingeable.
Yeah.
It grinds on you after a bit because it's a bit melodic.
Right. Yeah, I can imagine that.
So you have to take a break.
Yeah. Anyway,
go on. So
what I was saying, basically, in terms of taking lessons where you can find them.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Scrubs when I was in my early and mid-teens, and I genuinely learnt a lot of lessons from Scrubs, mainly from Dr. Cox, and his rants and very tough love towards JD.
Yeah.
And there was, this one was basically JD needed someone to do his assessment for him, basically to say how he's performed as a doctor.
Oh, I remember that one.
And he was like, asked Dr. Cox to do it, and he was like, yeah, do it yourself. And then JD was like getting really pissed off and stressed because Dr. Cox wasn't doing it, and he was thinking he was going to get in trouble. And Dr. Cox was like, no, just do it yourself. And then eventually he put his foot down, and he's like, no, you're going to do this for me. I need you to do it. You need to be a professional doctor and do this. And I need this. And then he was like, fine then, I will. And then basically ripped him in a fucking arsehole. Because he was like, do you know why I was asking you to do it yourself? It's like, because I need you to have a look at yourself. Because you're so wrapped up in caring what other people think that you actually care more about that than being a good doctor. And he just ripped him a new ass, basically. Yeah. And I remember that as a kid, and I remember, like, I don't know, that stuck with me fucking,
it's mad,
like,
isn't it?
13, 14 years later. And there's several other kind of Dr. Cox rants that I remember, like, making
Quite
a mental...
vividly.
making a mental note of, and I was like, oh, that's actually really... Like, that made sense to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, as a young kid... I did feel like JD sometimes, where you're like just in over your head.
That's the beauty of the content creation, though. I mean, look at that. They've created characters and a scenario and a thing, but they do it in a way where you can relate to the character.
Yeah.
And that, like you said, there's literally lines in there that were written by somebody to be said on a screen that have stuck with you and had an impact. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole point of content creation. Yeah. And that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're in the game, especially when I'm in, I want to do stuff that does that.
Yeah,
but I want to do it in a non-scripted way. I want to live the journey and then say, hey, this is what I fucking learned. I hope it helps.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way of doing things, which is why it's always good to talk to other people as well when you're thinking of something. Because like we always say, if you're thinking the dumb thing, say it to somebody. Yeah. Guarantee you that person will be like, yeah, I think that all the time. Yeah. And it makes you feel less kind of demonized by that thought. Mm. Because you're aware that, other people think the same thing. I'm not this, like, inherently weird human being that has these dark thoughts and dumb thoughts about things. It's like, no, we all have those. And just fucking learn to ignore, you just learn it's a daft thought and onward you go. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing I did learn was I was listening to Eckhart Tolle, if you watch him on YouTube, have you ever watched him on YouTube?
No.
It's even more engaging because he's this little unassuming dude.
Yeah.
He just looks like, do you ever watch Danger Mouse?
I know it. I've not watched it, but I know of it.
It was repeated on Channel 4 when I was a kid, so I remember watching it. Danger Mouse, Penfold from Danger Mouse.
Penfold, yeah.
He's looks like him a little bit.
Yeah.
He's this unassuming little gentle guy, just sits there with his little hands. Clearly, he's not a bloke at all. He's just this little brain with limbs. Yeah. And he said this thing that you have to remember that thoughts want to manifest and thoughts want to grow. They're their own little entity. So when you think a thought, it wants to spread and grow and distract you from the present. Mm-hmm. And if you remember that and you just think a thought, he says it's fine to think a thought. So think the thought, log it, but then discard it and carry on. Yeah. Do not let it grow, because he says you start with a thought about, I wonder what I want to have to eat. Yeah. And then if you let that thought grow, you end up 20 minutes later with a thought process of how terrible your life is.
Yeah.
From trying to make a corned beef sandwich.
Yeah, that's it. That's effectively meditation, isn't it? That's the process of meditation. People think that meditation is meant to be this like
hippie
calming, thing that's like relaxing. All the basic principle of meditation is basically to identify thoughts and then let go of them and then clear your head again. And then something else will pop up and then you're okay, you acknowledge it and then let it go. That's literally it. And that process of being able to detach from thoughts and live in the moment, that's basically what I was talking about.
And the thing about that is, even if you don't meditate, this is where training comes in. Mm. The reason you feel so good when you go to the gym is because when you get in there, you forget all your fucking worries from the day, from life and everything. All there is the music in your ears and the weights in your hands.
Yeah.
It's a form of meditation, man. Yeah. This is why it's so fucking good and so crazy that they shut it down through COVID.
I know.
And wonder why people went mental.
Yes, I know.
It's insane.
There could have been ways of managing it way better, I think.
But it's just the people who made the decisions do not train.
Yeah.
They don't understand it. Yeah. They don't understand it. And it's the same like golf. I assume that's what golf is so good. It's just this peaceful, all you're focusing on is the swing, the ball, the green, and that lovely sound of nature around you.
I think that's just sports in general. If you're passionate about the sport, you get into that kind of flow state, and that's it. When I'm not good at BJJ, but when I'm there, I'm not thinking about anything because someone's trying to strangle me and I'm trying to strangle someone else. And you know what I mean? That's all you've got time to think about. You're just there.
And that's why if you haven't done it before, and now is the time, COVID and everything's opening up and new things are starting again, there's offers everywhere. Fucking grab them. Go and take it. Try that thing you wanted to try but didn't think you were good enough to do. Fuck that. You're good enough to do it, because all you have to do is try. And all people ever want to see you do when you go somewhere is fucking try. I don't care if you fail 100 times as long as you're trying.
Yeah. Do you know the story about Colonel Sanders?
Yes.
About
Yeah.
how KFC got started.
Just endless amounts of failure.
Yeah, so I might be wrong on the exact details. I'm not super familiar with Colonel Sanders' details, other than his chicken's fucking delicious.
Do you think it's delicious?
I
though?
love fucking
I
KFC.
am not a fan of KFC,
I love
man.
KFC.
I've honestly tried it a couple of times. I think it's as much as going to a restaurant by the time you bought for two people, dude. You can go out and eat for the same price as KFC.
Yeah, but if you just buy a bargain bucket,
But how much is that? Still a tenner? No.
no, it's like 16 quid. But
What?
yeah, but no,
Dude, that is a main and a dessert in a restaurant for a single person.
it's a literal bucket of chicken though.
I'm pretty sure that's what I've tried though, and it's gross.
Yeah, it depends. So the trouble with KFC, it's so hit and miss from... I'm going to get back to the Colonel Sanders story in a minute, but it's really hit and miss from restaurant to restaurant. Sometimes you'll have places and it's just like the chicken's drowned in grease and it's rank.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get some really nice ones and everywhere in between. But anyway, that's not the point. I like the chicken, Lex doesn't like the chicken, whatever.
I like chicken, I just don't like the buckets.
KFC,
Grease.
chicken in a bucket.
Yeah, I tried it twice because I thought, well, maybe I was just an off day.
Who thought that would be appealing? We're going to put this chicken in a bucket.
Americans.
Yeah.
Like, this is too slow.
Yeah.
This plate thing with box. No.
Yeah.
Just give it me in a
They're
fucking...
gonna like...
Next will be the trough.
Yeah, or the wheelie bin. It's for parties. The wheelie bin of chicken. But anyway, so the Colonel Sanders story basically.
In a short version.
He wasn't successful until he was, I'm sure, in his 60s, and he went to, I'm sure this was over 90 banks trying to get funding to start up KFC. So he literally got turned down like 90 plus times, and all it took was for one bank to be like, "Yep, I think that's a good idea. We'll fund you," and then fucking KFC, they're everywhere.
I'm pretty sure that's a true story for most new businesses. Like so many people
You
don't see the potential.
Yeah, you don't see the value that happens as well.
They won't take the risk either. No. That's the problem. And the ones that do take the risk are the ones that go big.
Imagine having and this is for me, who I consider myself to be a very perseverant person and pretty focused. Imagine having the fucking balls and the heart and the trust in your own product that you're going to get turned down 90 times and still keep going.
No, I know this is good.
Because you know how like it feels shit when someone turns you down, when something when you try something and it gets rejected. It sucks, especially if you really think it's going to work.
Yeah.
And then you do that again and you're like, fuck, okay, maybe they're right. Like 2 people have said it, 3 people, fuck. 90 fucking people.
90.
And it's not people. These are banks. These are people that fund businesses on a daily basis who are meant to know their shit.
Yeah.
And all of them got it wrong because none of them saw the potential in KFC.
How long was the time period of 90?
I don't know.
Because do you reckon when he started, it was like Wild West idea, but like 2 years, 3 years later, after 90 turndowns, more fast changes started to pop up, and this kind of business structure started to become a little bit more mainstream. So by the time the 91st offer attempt went in, he was like, they saw, well, this has worked.
Or it could have been that he kept refining his...
Maybe. Yeah, well, obviously it must have.
Like, okay, that doesn't work. And then maybe he got constructive feedback. He was like, okay, why are you turning me down? And they're like, because you old as shit. And they're like, okay.
I say I ain't old. I'm full of history. I know how, I know why, I know when, and I ain't died yet.
Before we get onto the questions, you wanted to talk about female deprecation.
Female deprecation. Yeah, I'll make it short and sweet, and we will talk about it in more depth. If you want us to go into this in a little more depth, let me know in discussion. Just type in titty titty bum bum. Titty titty bum bum. In fact, if at any point during any of our podcasts you're listening and you think, I'm going to fuck up the algorithm, go into the comment section and type titty titty bum bum.
Yeah.
Let's just make the comment section weird for people who don't understand what's going on.
Yeah. I do really enjoy our comment section. We're not getting crazy amounts of comments, but we get a good amount.
You get good ones.
And
when people do comment, they're worthwhile comments.
Yeah, they are. They're always good. Yeah. So yeah, go on. I really would appreciate it. It gives me some light reading material while I'm having a poo. That's generally. I'll be on the toilet and I'll be like, oh, I'll go and scroll through the comments and I'll reply to them.
Replies, you're getting a poop message.
Yep, that's exactly what you're getting. So
reply back to Lou's messages. Hope you're enjoying your poo, and then carry on with your reply. Yeah. Female deprecation. So one thing I've seen, it's really pissing me off. Women who are in fitness and stuff online, who look good, are now constantly, all of the time, self-deprecating to try and appease these other belligerent, hypocritical, nasty women out there who comment on all their photos, and they're feeling the need now to have to show or find issues with the way they look and publicize them to appease these hypercritical, lazy assholes that are commenting on their feeds like all the time.
Basically fit shaming, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah. But like, so I see like girls who are working hard, they look great, and they're wearing, say, like an underwear picture, and they'll have the underwear quite high over the hips because it's a flattering shape, which has always been the case forever and a fucking day, which is why it was invented, you assholes. And then these women are like, and then you see these people commenting going, this is an unrealistic view of a woman. No, fuck you, it's not, because she's right there in front of you, showing you what she looks like. And now they're feeling this need to like pull the underwear down to a place where they wouldn't wear it, to make them look as bad as possible, to show like, no, look, I'm not super perfect. Look how I look with this. There's a little bit of skin fold here above where this cuts in if I wear it this way.
Yeah.
No. Hey, fuck. No. Ladies, listen. Fuck those women. Fuck them. You look good because you work for it. Fucking show that you look good and enjoy that you look good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it is shaming people into kind of like, it's weird. It's almost the reverse of what used to happen.
Having to look in a mirror and think, you know, especially in being in fitness and being criticised for being judged on the way you look a lot of the time, to think I look good, but maybe I look too good. Imagine that shit.
Yeah.
Thinking maybe I look too good. Yeah. Imagining the male side of shit if we started feeling like that.
Yeah.
Dang, it's not happening. Because we're like, damn, I look good. Fucking showing that off. And if someone tries to say anything, you'd be like, try harder, bro.
Yeah. Like, I think, again, that's a bloke's ego is going to shrug it off, like, because...
But ladies start developing that fucking... Because you have worked hard to look good. And if you feel fucking good and you know you look good, fucking own that. Do not let some lazy-ass bitch who is not deciding to put work in, not looking at their diet, not caring about how they look like. Why the fuck are they following you anyway?
Yeah.
If it's not motivating them to do it, why the fuck are they even there? Yeah. Do not let those assholes... So I saw this... Right, there's a girl called Jane Campbell. And she's this lovely little girl. She's from Scotland. And I've met her in real life numerous times. She used to be with Jim Shark. So we've done numerous events together. She's a fucking delight, right? There's not a bad bone in this girl's body. She puts up photos where she'll say something like, oh, happy to see a little bit of abs coming through again. And she's a slim girl. And she's working out. And some asshole... I always see in a story, she'll have to say, I'm not saying that if you don't have the abs flowing through that you're not looking good or anything like that. Because some asshole has messaged her or slammed her for going like, as if you have to have abs to feel good about yourself. Hey, fuck you, bitch. If her having abs because she's worked hard and he's seen a result for that hard work, you're shitting on her for that. Screw you, but this girl's so soft and sensitive that she feels the need to then put it out there that, I wasn't saying by the fact that I had like, no, Jane, come on. Listen.
Like, everyone's just giving their own opinion and their own story. Like, if you say... good to see my abs coming back. That's because you feel good when you've got your abs.
And I've put effort in to make a change in my life for a positive that's caused that to happen.
Yeah, and you're not commenting on anyone else either.
I'm not saying, hey, great to see my abs through. Tough luck, fatties.
Yeah, exactly. You're not like hating on anyone. No. People extrapolate what people talk about themselves and then apply it to themselves just to be offended for the sake of being offended.
Just drives me. I've seen it across the female fitness section at the moment. Women constantly showing one pose where they look good and then deliberately putting themselves in the worst position possible, like turning their feet out, putting their clothes in a weird position, slumping their shoulders to try and make themselves look bad so that they can appeal to these lazy bitches out there that aren't willing to put the work in to look good or are just jealous and nasty. I just don't like it. I don't think you should be appeasing it. I don't think you should be doing it. I think you should enjoy the fact that you've worked hard and you look good and fucking show it and just be like, if somebody criticizes you on it, say, stand up to it. Just be like, don't tell me not to feel good about the work I've put in to look good.
Yeah.
Simple. How dare you?
I think the
how very dare you?
How very
dare you? How very dare you?
I think the most basic principle that everyone should be fucking following is, if you ain't got nothing nice to say,
don't say anything at all.
Don't say anything at all.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Ladies, you look good. Jane, you look fucking amazing. Keep it up.
You know what? We've had some ads running, and one of the pictures that we've used was of Robin Glant and Ryan Terry at the gym. They're wearing like ABCB tops.
I know which picture you mean.
Yeah, and they're just like in front of the red wall.
Why just to interrupt you, why do tracksuits with the zips always do that? Make it look like you sat with a hard on?
Just a little.
I mean, I am actually.
Yeah, you are.
I do have a hard on, but I'd like to not show it.
Yeah.
I'd like to pin it down a bit more than that.
Well, I know.
Look at that.
Have a word with Gymshark. Come on, Ben.
Either which is better? You either end up with Elf's curved shoe end if I tuck the zip that way.
What it is, mate, it's to catch food if you drop it.
Oh, that is useful.
There we go.
Popcorn catcher.
Yeah. There we go.
I would unzip it, but I can't because nipples.
Literally underneath. So anyway, so we had this photo of like Robin and Ryan Terry in front of the Red Wall, and the vast majority of the response was like very good. And we had just like a couple of people. So one person was like saying, "Oh, this is..." Firstly, someone said it was photoshopped, and like saying
because of Robin's curves.
Yeah, because of Robin's curves. And I was like, "Well, it's not." And we just were like, "Her name's Robin Glant.
Check her out.
Yeah, go and check her out. This is what she looks like." And Robin Glant's not like, she's got an amazing physique, but she's not like unique. She's not a fucking freak of nature that's misformed. No. She's a normal person that's been training.
She trains like a beast.
Yeah, she's been training hard for years and got fairly good genetics as well. And then that's that. Yeah. And then somebody else was like, "Oh, what? People don't look like this in the gym. Why can't you show a picture of normal people?"
This is what's pissing me off.
Yeah.
No, the fact is, you dim dumb dummy. You're trying to not be fucking average and normal, you idiot.
I know.
Which is why you're going to better yourself.
Yeah.
If you never have anything to aim for as a goal set, how the fuck do you expect to get better?
Yeah.
Listen, stop babying yourselves, you bunch of bitches. I'm sick of it. Aim higher. Stop trying to drag other people down to where you are. Instead, climb up. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
You're done?
I'm fucking done with it.
Had enough.
There's so much opportunity out there to better yourselves. I'm sick of these people that are constantly like, stay where we are. Everybody else stop being better. Sad. It's sad. Stop it. If you have friends like that around you, get rid of them. If you've got family like that around you, tell them. Get them told. Because, like we said before, imagine what happens when people are around you who are amazing.
So we replied by sending them a picture of us.
Would be nice to see normal people rather than models, as people don't usually look like this in gyms. Right, well, mate, what gym are you going to? Because if I go to Black Country Barbell, there's some fucking beasts in there, and they're young lads like fucking 20, and they look savage. Yeah. So whatever gym you're going to, mate, it's Kevin Johnson, whatever gym you're going to, it's a shit gym. Fucking leave it and go somewhere decent with people that actually train, instead of people that sit on their phones or listen to, I don't know, Enya whilst training.
And then, so we replied by saying, "You mean
that
like
is a
us?"
ridiculously funny photo to send them back as well.
And then sent them a photo of us. And
it's Lou with a top knot. It's Tom stood in the middle looking like a chunk. And then, who's on the edge?
Liam.
Somebody, a bloke on the, who don't know, on the right-hand side doing a female butt pose, which is hilarious.
And then, this was a plot. Someone else replied saying, "Kev got owned." And then he was like, "Totally owned."
Love
so
it.
At least he owned up to it in the end, but
and fuck you, Kevin. People do look like that in the gym. If you go to my gym at the moment, or if you go to my close gym, which is Telford, or if you come to BCB when we're there, you will see many people that fucking look like that.
Yeah, that's it. It's not like
There's 3 girls I can think of immediately in BCB that look like that.
Yeah, exactly. They're not like
because I stared at them from the corner of the room.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? That's it. It's like not everyone. Fair enough. Ryan Terry. Not everyone's going to look like Ryan Terry, but there's going to be people in
world champion level bodybuilder.
Yeah,
but
there's going to be people because he's got a t-shirt on.
He's still real. He's still a human being that exists.
The thing is, he's got a t-shirt on. Ryan Terry's not a big guy. Ryan Terry, he's just super proportionate and insane conditioning.
Kevin Johnson's got a wife that complained about that picture, and he's standing up for her.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Kevin, divorce. Harsh lectures in the room.
The questions?
We have 15-minute blast, and I mean blast, Lou. Right? I'm sick of this. Sick of me saying it's a question blast round, and I get to you and you go, well, according to the 1985 scriptures of right, quick fire.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep.
Best cheat food for massive chesticles. No, that's not dude. Best cheat dude. DOOD for massive chesticles. I don't know what he's saying.
No, I don't know.
Implants. Next.
Yes. Good answer.
Sons of Anarchy related discussion. I've obviously seen the story before the question. Opie's final... spoiler alert. If you've not seen Sons of Anarchy, spoiler alert, skip ahead a minute. Opie's final scene and the shaving off of the beard hair on YouTube, I cried. Oh, he's saying that he
that-
cried when I shaved my beard off.
No, this is so after.
Oh, I got really vain then, and I assumed it was about me.
Yeah, after Opie.
I'm sorry, my ego came in there.
Yeah,
You're right. They shave off the bits.
and it's behind the scenes.
So behind the scenes, yeah. If you don't know, he dies in Sons of Anarchy, and then behind the scenes they all shaved his beard off together because his character was done.
Yeah.
I cried. Fuck me, yeah. When OP goes in that, I couldn't believe. I nearly stopped watching the series.
Yeah, Opie was my favourite.
He was amazing, and the brutality of it, and the fact that he was coming back from where he'd been as a character.
Yeah, because he literally had the worst. He had the worst situation.
Horrible
out of everyone.
storyline.
Like bad thing after
worst.
bad thing, and he never fucking complained. He just put his head down and kept fucking
And when
going.
he comes back,
Yeah.
savage. Loved it. Yes, man, tears were shed, mate. That's Late Night Legacy commenting.
Yeah.
I'll be getting behind the scenes video up of their new song, which is out, it's now called Dreams of You, but it was called Plastic Hearts, but then some female, what's she called? Miley Cyrus released something called Plastic Hearts, so they had to change the name of it.
Motherfucker!
Bitch! Yeah, so check out Dreams
Why
of You.
didn't Miley Cyrus change it?
Yeah, god damn it, Miley.
Come on, Miley.
So Late Night Legacy's Dreams of You, check it out, really good song, and I'll be showing you the behind the scenes of the making of the video that I am in of theirs, where I'm a demon. So check out the video on YouTube, and also check it out on all the available Audible channel outlets, Spotify. What is your worst dad joke? Go.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
I don't have any dad jokes.
No, neither do I.
I really don't. Maybe we should cultivate some. I've got bad pickup lines that I never have used. This is equivalent of a dad joke. I used to get this one all the time from my uncle. I'm like, I'm hungry. He go, hello, hungry, I'm Paul.
Oh, God, yeah.
He used to get me every time.
Yeah.
I still say it now.
Yeah. What's brown and sticky?
Who?
A stick.
That's me dad joke. Sounds brilliant.
There you go.
I like that. I like the fact brilliant. Got me. Full on. Lex, your house is on fire. Which one of the bags do you grab? I risk my life and go back in and get them both. I do. I risk my life and get them both. Can't leave one behind. I wouldn't leave one behind.
You got it.
I've got to leave one behind.
Yeah.
In the current state,
get out.
In the current state of affairs,
which one's the first one to go?
in the current state of affairs, I save the Honda because the BMW needs a new clutch.
Yeah.
Sorry, BM. If the BMW's done, I save the BM because it's heritage. It's 1980s. It's old girl.
Yeah.
She's old. History. Your friend is cute.
I am cute.
You are cute.
Yeah.
You're looking delicious. Have either of you jumped out of a plane before? I have, and I loved it. That's Miss Mimi Roy.
We're planning on doing that soon. I'm going to message Kingy after this.
We have it in the works.
Yes, we will
So
be jumping
no,
out.
but hopefully
Podcast
soon.
while jumping out of a plane.
I flew a plane, but now I'm going to jump out of one. If you could be one character from Sons of Anarchy, who would it be and why?
Hoping.
You want to die like he does and go through all the
I
shit
want to
he
be a
does?
bad motherfucker.
Damn, being Jax.
Nah.
Go out your own way.
To be fair, I wouldn't have done things the way Opie did though. But I think he was just the coolest motherfucker there.
He was definitely the coolest
And he was the most hardy of a character. Like nothing fucking rocked him. Well, he had like bad times, but like, yeah, he was a very resilient guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What sport would be the funniest if you added a set amount of alcohol to it? What a weird question. What would be the funniest sport if you added highboard diving?
Pole vault.
Oh, good one. Good one. Both of ours involve death. So the high dive.
They dived off
high
the wrong
dive and
end.
pole vaulting. Or you could have the hammer throw. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh god, people have
Hammer
thrown
throw.
themselves.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing live
F1.
shows across Europe? You've achieved so much. Live shows as in talks. I did get approached by TED to do a TED Talky thing at one point, but then it never materialised. But I would love to do talks. Yeah, I mean, we were doing them with, obviously, what do you call them?
Pop-ups.
Not pop-ups. When they were doing the, like, body powers and stuff, what do they call them? Expos.
Expos, yeah.
I did talks at those.
You just forgot what expos were.
Yeah. Well, they made
I was going to say, that's how the times have changed,
Yeah.
right?
I did talks at those, and I would do more of them. If I'm given the opportunity, I will do them, yeah. Jesus Christ. This is one of my guys who follows me. He's smashing the question, so let's go. In 40 years' time, what will people be nostalgic for? Petrol engines.
Netflix.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah.
What do you think it'll be instead?
You just plug into your brain.
Oh. Yeah, the chip in the brain.
Yeah.
Straight just viewed. Wink.
Yeah, people are like, oh, remember when we used to say Netflix and chill?
Here's the thing I learned over the weekend. I was going to say really quickly. It's something to think about. Our eyes, not only do we see what's going on around us, but we also project. Think about this. Everything that you take in and see, you're also viewing through your own eyes in your own story. So you take in what's raw, but you overlay your own story over the top. So you can change that story. I just thought it's a nice thing to think of. I thought of it when I heard it. So whatever you see, you can change the way you see it because you're already changing it without knowing it. But now you know.
I'm trying to make you have no beard.
Not in that way.
Oh, God.
But you know what I mean?
Go it back.
You know what I mean, though.
No,
It's
yeah,
a nice way
I
of
get what you
thinking.
mean.
Remember, everything you see, you create an angle in which you see it. So
Yeah.
you're in control of things like that. I thought it was a good thing to remember.
That's all it is, isn't it? Everything we see is just signals
A perception.
interpreted by our brain.
Yeah.
Like, it's just information that's like assimilated into what we can then perceive.
It's that thing of meditation as well. When you're thinking about being in meditation, you allow a thought to come in, but you only view the thought coming in and then watch it go. So you're almost viewing yourself see the thoughts. That's the idea of meditation, is you're disconnecting yourself from that tangle. And I thought it's a similar thing for your eyes. Remember, we're not only seeing, but we're also projecting. Yeah. It's a good thing to remember. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest? Oh, good question. Probably
Monkeys.
do you reckon a monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon?
Yeah. They're closest to humans, and we're by far the rudest.
That is quite true.
I'm trying to think what
I
else.
reckon rats would be pretty bad. They'd be like proper nasty.
Yeah.
Depends what you mean by rude, whether it means sexual or like, hey, fuck you, boy.
Yeah.
If it was chihuahuas would be the worst.
I'm thinking rude. Well, I was thinking
You're
rude
thinking
as in
sexually
sexual.
rude. Sexually rude, definitely with you on the chimps and monkeys.
Yeah.
If it's like rudest, I reckon like something like a chihuahua, because it would just be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, all
Yeah.
day. And you just want to kick it, like you do anyway. Sorry if you're on a chihuahua, but they're kickable. What's the most strange fact that you know? Oh, don't know. Strange fact, a strange one, or just an odd one?
Strange.
Well, you knew the 90 days of the KFC thing. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm not that knowledgeable in terms of pop culture things that just pop into your head of weird facts.
Dolphins are the only other animal other than humans that have sex for fun.
Oh, I knew that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, there you go. Some people might not have known that.
There's something about pigs having multiple orgasms as well.
Here's one. New Zealand has around about 80% of the world's population, the total population of do you call them non-flight birds? Non-flying birds.
Right.
Basically because there's so few predators on the ground over there,
Yeah.
that birds have just evolved to be lazy. So there you go. They don't, yeah.
Well, I did not know that.
There you go. What are your favourite sandwiches? Oh, good question. I'm going to cheese and pickle. If you want to add in a little bit of like ham in there, I'm down with it.
I go like cheese, onion, and tomato.
But we're still cheese based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't had it for a while.
Yeah, so cheese and pickle, or I do like, there's a one you can get in say in Marks and Spencer's, Wensleydale with caramelised onion chutney, and it's delicious.
That sounds amazing.
It's the best. If you're in Marks and Spencer's, it's Monday when you guys listen to this. If you're in Marks and Spencer's this week, just nip in there and grab yourselves a Wensleydale caramelised onion.
That sounds amazing. I'm going to have
Delicious.
one of
Well, you won't regret it.
those. How much is an M&S sandwich though?
Doesn't
Probably like a
matter. It's
fiver.
worth it. It's worth it. Get the meal deal.
Do they? I'm surprised they're not too posh for a meal deal.
No, they've got meal deals.
All right.
I used to go in, yeah.
Get a little mini glass of bubbly.
Little strawberries and cream. Oh, I love it. It is worth it though. It is better than everywhere else. Best place for UK staycation in your opinions? You can't go wrong with the Lake District if the weather's good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Stunning.
Yeah, there's a.
Devon.
In terms of somewhere, is he one somewhere
A
specific?
staycation, some of the best places in the UK. Got to be Lake District, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, straight away.
I think there's some amazing glamping places at the moment, which is like they're like if you're into that kind of thing, it's just a bit more luxurious camping, especially you're more connected with nature as well.
And maybe the national parks in Wales on a good day. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. How to know when you are overtraining?
Well, if you're actually overtraining, because overtraining is...
Right, well, let's discuss this first off.
Okay.
Is it even fucking exist?
So,
Is there overtraining or is there just under resting and underfeeding?
so there is actually overtraining as a medical condition,
Okay.
which some professional athletes will get into, and that is where you're training multiple times a day, and effectively you will be chronically ill. You'll have severe flu-like symptoms.
Yep.
You'll just be very, very ill. You will know because you will be on your arse.
Yeah.
That's
pretty much because your immune system becomes compromised when you overtrain.
Yeah.
The amino acids that you use to keep your immune system functioning at a high level are the same ones that you use to rebuild damaged muscle tissue.
Yeah.
So if you overtrain, you end up depleting your immune system, and then you get sick as fuck.
Yeah, and this will and it'll take months to get back from that.
But if you're just a normal guy training in the gym, you're not training more than once a day. You can't really be overtraining. You're just under-resting or under-eating.
Yeah, that's it. If you're literally going to be doing your standard gym bro stuff where you're in the gym 4 or 5 days a week and you're training for an hour to 2 hours, chances are you're not doing it.
If you're feeling shit around your training, eat more around your training. Eat some simple carbs that are quick before you go in the gym. So have like caramel rice cakes, have some banana, add in a tiny little bit of like good organic peanut butter in there before you go in some dark. If you're feeling a bit, add in some 90% dark square of 90% dark chocolate before you go in the gym. That'll help perk you up. And other than that, like, don't worry too much about it unless you're a super athlete.
Yeah.
You make my day with your coffee time. Please share more of it. Albert, that is a statement. This is a question time, sir. But yes, okay.
Well, you'll always be having coffee.
I'm always having the coffee, so I will try. I've actually started having coffees a little later into the day,
yeah.
which is why you're seeing them a little later into the day on my stories, because I'm literally I'm not having until midday. I have tea in the morning now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then have my coffee midday to try and, because I find if I have the coffee right in the morning too often, I get a lag in the middle of the day, whereas now I wake up and I'm okay, because I'm sleeping better and getting to bed a bit more regular until I start filming. I've been going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning again, because we've been in the gym till 1 filming.
Yeah.
I get a brew in the morning and then I'm good. I like just kind of toss through, and about 11 o'clock have my coffee, and I'm like, bam.
How long have we got?
We've got one more question.
All right, we're good.
Is a career in MMA a viable option? If you make it in the MMA to a point where you can live, you, sir, have struck fucking gold dust. Because no, it is not a viable career if you were to just look at a standard human being going into it.
Yeah.
You have to be fucking super athlete for that career, and you also have to have a stroke of luck, because in the UK,
you've got to have, unless you started in MMA from a very, very young age, and are very genetically gifted,
and intelligent,
and
fight game intelligence.
I think a big part of it as well is going to be kind of boiling down to how you sell yourself as a person. Because like, look at McGregor, like he. Obviously, super athlete.
So blast it.
But the main defining characteristic is his personality. You need the full package.
You do.
And even so many fighters that are still in, like, you know, some of the smaller organisations, even some of the fighters that are in the UFC have other fucking jobs because they don't earn enough money.
Dude, the two people who used to train me when I was fighting, one was the BAMMA lightweight champion, the other was like a European champion. Both world-class fighters. One was an electrician, the other was a plumber.
Yeah. Yep. It's the 1%. It's the same as bodybuilding. Like the 1% of the 1% of the 1%.
Listen, if you can support yourself by other means whilst doing it, fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Because what's it going to do? If it's not taking away from your life and your loved ones, you know, if it's not putting a negative on your life and it makes you feel good and it makes you feel positive and you're fucking good at it, then hell, fucking go for it, because most people won't.
Yeah, that's not, I was going to say, we're not trying to discourage you from doing it, but I would definitely 100% still go for it, but also don't rely on that as your main source of income. You want to be doing other things just because the odds are stacked, but still go for it.
Just be realistic.
Yeah.
And that's it. Cool. Very good one. Very good one.
We were fairly concise.
Yeah, we got it done. And look, we haven't even run out of time on the YouTube like we normally do. Amazing. So, well, guys, it's a new week. It's a Monday. Make sure you make your own energy. I hope you all have a great week. Make it a fucking great week. Remember, we don't just view it, we project it. We've learnt a lot this week. And we're going to now go and have a few lovely little tipples on a Friday night. Boys' night!
No more of that, though. God damn.
Yes. No more moonshine, though. Well, maybe a little bit.
Okay. Just like a half shot.
All right, we're off.
Toodle pip.